Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Crafts in an Instant, featuring our good old Instant Pot. Today I'm going to show you how to make Rice Krispie treats, but with a twist. Two twists actually, because we're going to make two recipes. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can use a pot on the stove, but also a bowl in the microwave. So that works too. You just need to melt the marshmallows and the butter. So for the first one, which is Fairytale Fudge, you will need 6 cups of Rice Krispies, which I've already measured out, 6 cups of mini marshmallows, some cooking spray, 1/4 of a cup of butter or margarine, which is equivalent to 4 tablespoons, 13 by 9 inch baking dish, rubber spatula, and then some mix-ins, additions, toppings, whatever you want to use. I'm going to use some fruity marshmallows, and my nieces and nephews love fruit snacks, so I have some unicorn ones we're going to mix in today. Be such a treat. And then I'm going to top it off with some good old sprinkles and some edible candy pearls. So let's go ahead and begin. Make sure you wash your hands before you begin, and then turn on your Instant Pot, the saute function, so we can melt our butter. So just take your butter and put it in the pot, 1/4 of a cup, and let that melt. Now that our butter is melted, we will add 6 cups of marshmallows. I have 3 cups measured out. We'll add 3 more cups. Now stir until completely melted. It's almost melted. So let's go ahead and spray our pan really quick so they don't get stuck. You can use olive oil cooking spray, buttered flavored, whatever you want to use. So they're almost melted. Now it's completely melted. Let's remove the marshmallow mixture from the Instant Pot. That way it doesn't continue to cook. And now add in your 6 cups of Rice Krispies. And just continue to stir till it's all stirred up. Just stir, stir, stir. Okay, next we will add in our mix-ins. I'm going to add in our unicorns. You can use any little fruit snacks you like. And you can also use candy, you can use chocolate chips, put whatever in here you want. And now I'm going to add our marshmallows. And just stir. Continue to mix till all your mix-ins are stirred up, all incorporated. Then we will just transfer it to your baking dish. and then spread it all in the baking dish. Some ooey gooey goodness. Now add your sprinkles or whatever toppings you're using and your edible pearls. You can put chocolate chips on top, whatever you want to use. And there you have it, our Fairytale fudge. Now let it cool. You can put it in the fridge or leave it on the counter and just let it cool. And then when it's done, you can cut it up into squares. Now for our second twist on classic Rice Krispie treats, we are going to make emoji Rice Krispie treats. So you need your Instant Pot, but if you don't have one, you can always use a bowl in the microwave or a pot on the stove to melt the butter and the marshmallows. So we will need 6 cups of Rice Krispies, 6 cups of mini marshmallows, 40 regular sized marshmallows will work too. You will need a 1/4 cup of butter, equivalent to 4 tablespoons. You will need 1 rubber spatula so we can stir. You will need a baking sheet, which we will line with wax paper. So you need some wax paper. You need some little baggies so we can put our icing in it and use it to pipe the icing onto our little emojis. You will need some icing. Now you can use icing that's already colored, or you can grab some white icing and just add food coloring, and you can do any colors you want. Use your imagination and be creative. But we do need some yellow food coloring because we are going to color our marshmallows. You will also need a round cookie cutter, or I'm using a lid to a mason jar so we can improvise. So let's go ahead and begin. Now that our marshmallows are melted, let's go ahead and take it off the heat. We will now add some yellow food coloring. You can add as much as you like. I'm going to start with about 10 drops and see if I like the color. Okay, and then just give it a stir. Since the yellow's all incorporated, let's go ahead and put in our 6 cups of Rice Krispies. And just give it a stir. Now, since it's all stirred, let's go ahead and put it on our baking sheet. Now continue to spread out your mixture till it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. Then we'll set it aside for about 2 hours, soak and harden, and we will come back and we will cut out little circle shapes with your cookie cutter or the mason jar lid. It's been 2 hours. Make sure you wash your hands and take your cookie cutter or the lid to a mason jar and cut out all your circles for your emojis. So let's do the first one. And there you have it. So you'll be able to make about 12 to 16 of these throughout the whole pan. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll come right back. Now we have all our circles cut out. Let's decorate our emojis. You will need some icing, any colors you want. You can also use white and create your own with food coloring. I'm going to show you how to make black so we can do the eyes and the mouth. You will need some little Ziploc baggies so we can make piping bags, some scissors, and then if you want to mix up your own colors, you will need a bowl and a spoon. So let's go ahead and make some black icing. Okay. Put some of the white icing in the bowl. Let's add 4 drops of green. 4 drops of red. And 4 drops of blue. Let's stir it up and see what color we get here. We want black. Okay. Right now looks like we have gray. So let's just add more blue, green, and red until we get black. Equal amounts. Okay. Did you see that? There we go. Now that we have our circles already cut out, we are going to decorate our emojis. You will need some Ziploc bags so we can make piping bags to put our icing in, some scissors, a bowl for mixing, and then whatever colored icing you want. You can buy some red and blue, purple. I have some black. You can also use white and you can mix your own colors. So you can use some food coloring and some white icing and you can make your own colors. First, we are going to make the yummy emoji. For that, you will need some white frosting. I'm going to show you how to make pink. Then a few drops of red. So 1, 2. You see the colors? And just stir it up so we get a pretty pink color. This is going to be for his tongue. So if you want to use some red frosting for his tongue, you can use red. Okay, now I want to show you how to make your own piping bag. You will get a Ziploc bag. At one corner, snip off the very tiny corner. Just like that. Then we will put the icing in the bag. There you go. Then you can just seal the bag. Make sure you get all the air out. And kind of squeeze the icing to the corner. There you go, just like that. And you can twist it up. Now, I have some black icing that I'm going to use for the eyes and also the mouth. So, let's go ahead and make an upside down U for his eyes. And for both eyes. Just like that. Now give him a smiley mouth. And give him a tongue. And there we have it. We have our yummy emoji. For our second emoji, let's make the laughing out loud emoji. So take another circle. And you could use any colored icing. So if you don't want to use black, you don't have to use black. Now, for this one, we need to make his eyes. So kind of make it like a turn to C like that. Then give him some little eyebrows at the top. So he's starting to look like that. Now I'm going to use some blue icing to do some little teardrops. Like he's laughing and crying at the same time. Okay. Now we need to give him a mouth. So you can do your mouth however you like. You can just do like a smiley face, or you can do a half a moon shape. There we go. There's our laughing out loud emoji. Now let's make the love emoji. So take another one of your circles, and I'm going to use some red icing for the eyes. But you can use the pink if you want to use the pink that we made. So let's do 2 hearts for the eyes. So I have 1 done. and 2. Now, let's give him a mouth. We can just do a smiley mouth. There you go. Now for one of my favorite emojis, the cool emoji. So we will need some purple icing or whatever color you want to do with sunglasses. So let's start out by making a pair of sunglasses. You can kind of do the letter D, like an upside down D if you like. So do a D and then a D. So you color and fill it in. That'll be a capital D. Okay, and then let's give him a mouth. So just give him a smiley mouth. And there we have it, our cool emoji. Now for our final emoji, we are going to make the happy emoji. But I want to show you something. So I have a plastic knife and some yellow frosting. Let's go ahead and frost our circle. So that way, if you don't have yellow food coloring to tinge your marshmallows, you can use yellow frosting. Just like that. Okay, so give him 2 little dots for eyes and a smiley mouth. And if you want to use purple, you can use purple too. And there we go. Happy. I hope you enjoyed all these Rice Krispie treats today, the emoji treats, and the fantasy fudge. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.